Alrighty. I'm not multi-streaming because I don't feel like it. And we got the mic over here, so
but there really is nothing.
I had to get a screenshot from the bloody event, so I'm like, it was harder to bloody get than I thought. Let me pull everything up. Sup, guys? Discord's still up, I believe. Yeah, I haven't changed it to busy. There we go. Easy stuff. Alright, let's change the settings so we can go full screen on this. Grab that panel, put that over there, ready for that. Easy peasy. Boom.
Thanks to you, there are so many things I've done for the first time.
Ooh. You gotta stretch before you do these summons. I also got that in the mail. Got 3 of those boxes delivered today. So we're gonna do 1 box of those as well. It's good. Which is actually nice because even though the guy didn't have to actually go to the door to knock, he actually knocked, didn't even need to sign, he just handed it to me. I was like, sweet, at least the bloody delivery people locally actually do their job. So I will roll for Maxwell first, because if I use too much of my rolls, I'll just cheat and I'll just buy her tickets, because I've got enough tickets to buy her outright. I might just buy her tickets, which is Laplace. But I want to roll for her because I only really want 1 copy of Lapras. I do kind of want, I like Maxwell, so I kind of want more of Maxwell. So we'll start that soon. And then we'll see what we get out of those. They actually, when they deliver, they send me 2 extra of a different pack. It's actually nice of them. They didn't actually have to do that. So I was pretty happy with that. Very nice, very nice. But we'll start the summons in like a couple of minutes. I did see some guides online about Maxwell, and they're like, oh yeah, she's alright, I guess. I'm like, I don't give a shit, she's waifu material. Summon! Waifu. But once, probably in a week's time, I'll start working on it probably this week, but within a week's time, I'll start pushing for the first NIKKE video, which I want to do on the actual event itself that's come out. And then while I'm doing that, I'll try and look at doing previous chapters. I'm not sure. See, there's a part of me that's kind of like, I should do like analysis videos on the entirety of the story already that I've done. Or a part of me is also like, should I do chapter by chapter? Even though I know what the story is, because I've seen the story, I've kind of debated on how I'm going to approach the chapter analysis videos, because some part of me kind of what I would like to do is maybe do character based analysis first and break the characters down while doing the event stuff, and then when new chapters come out, break those down. I'm basic. My favorite as of right now is Rappy, but also I'm very early in the story and stuff. Oh, you wait until you get much further in the story. There's some good characters. I like so many of them. Mermaid, Crown, Snow White, Rappy, Anise. I even kind of like Firepower Girl. I forget her name now. Firepower Girl. She kind of grows on you when you see her backstory. There's a couple others as well. I mean, Maxwell I like. There's a bunch. Red Hood's also a good one too. I like Red Hood. I'm just trying to think of some of them. I am so early. For the story, yes. You're very early on in the story. I mean, it's like, what, like 40-something chapters in the story? It's like, Jesus Christ. It's a beefy story, that's for sure. And then you got all the events as well, which I'll need to go through all the events. And that will encourage me to go through the ones that I've probably missed and go through some of them again, just to make sure that I actually got the story kind of like polished. So, but I'm just kind of like working out. I say Mermaid and Cinderella in the summer event got Cinderella. Yeah, Cinderella and Mermaid are actually really good. I like them as characters. I just like posting Maxwell memes before I actually started the stream because I was like, oh, I was trying to like sort out the thumbnail and I was like, I could just go with the generic one, but because it's a Maxwell summoning stream, I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing some streams where I go through the story as well, like on this channel. I've considered that. I wouldn't mind doing some more Let's Play kind of content, but it just really depends on how it does. Because like as soon as you bring up game stuff, people just log off because they only care about drama, and I'm just like, that's the downside about content creation, is like if you want to do fun gameplay analysis stuff, chatting, that doesn't really work unless you're a VTuber with big titties, because as soon as you go, oh, we're not talking about drama right away, they're like, oh no, I don't care, I just want to come here for drama. And it's like, that's the downside about being a male content creator, is that everything has to be about drama. Are you gonna pay if you don't get it? I mean, I've got the tickets. I've got enough tickets to buy Lapras and her if I have to, but I'm pretty confident I'll get her. Though I also like Maxwell so far on the current event, I'm also excited to learn about the hero NIKKE. I've only done what the game gives me each day. I haven't used any gems to go through the story artificially extra fast, because I started muting people on X because I've seen people spoil the story. Even though I kind of know how it's going to end, I'm pretty good at predicting it. I just got annoyed because people use their gems to rush to the end of the story for the second part. Even though there's extra story in 7 days, there'll be like an end part. People are like rushing to it and then spoiling it. And I'm just like, you know what? You get muted. If they really annoy me, I'll block them. I don't care. I just get really annoyed when people like rush to the end of a story and have to spoil it for everyone else. But within 24, like it's like 12 hours, not even that. It's like within 6 hours of the story dropping, they're instantly posting spoilers. And I'm like, you know what? You get muted. You get muted. I'm just like, nah. X is no, and people say, oh, but you can just like ignore it. I'm like, dude, it literally just feeds into your algorithm like straight away, because I love seeing NIKKE art, and it's just like, that frustrates me. That's one of the things actually I love about my Discord community, is that we keep posting NIKKE art and memes. It's like turned into like a big NIKKE section now. But I just like NIKKE. It's a great game. It's really, well, I care more about the story and the lore than anything else. The gameplay is like fifth down the line of things that I actually care about, because I like the music, I like the lore, I like the backstories, I like the character designs, I like the costumes, I like the world design. There's a lot of things I would love to see added into the NIKKE game. As far as gameplay goes, I would love for them to add customizable base building, not like the terrible base building that we have. So, for example, with the outpost, before I start actually summoning, I'll just rant about what I want them to add. Instead of having this, I don't like this base building here, because it's not really a base building. It's just fill in some slots randomly and click on them to do events. What I want them to do is I want them to make like an above and an underground base that you can add furniture to, right? That's what I want to see. The ability for you to basically go in, repair parts of this underground facility, and as you're repairing it with like, you know, cash, right, credits, you can unlock more of the base, and then you get like, say, like the medical lab, or you get like the cook area, or you get quarters, or you get an entertainment room, or you get his room, and you can upgrade them as you're going along, and you can add furniture. And as you upgrade the furniture, it can be like, say, like Azura Lane, where you get additional happiness. And the more furniture you add, the more you unlock, the higher their happiness goes, the more they'll perform in combat. But it's not like you need to constantly maintain it and do dailies for it. It's just something that you can just do once and leave, and then come back to it a month later and add some more furniture that you could earn in the game. Whether they want to add in a cash shop, they could add some in the cash shop. I know, because that's what they would do. But I want to see, like, fun, customizable, like, base stuff that's just cosmetic and fun. But I would say the happiness thing would be, like, a way for them to encourage people to at least interact with it, but not make it game-breaking. So, like, Arc Knights. Yeah, pretty much. Or like Azura Lane, because Azura Lane has, like, rooms where you can add furniture in as well. That's kind of where I get it from. So, I just would like to see something like that, because when you look at all the new areas they add in each event, in each chapter, there's so many cool little things in these zones and little cosmetic looks and all that. And it'd be nice if you could just take the furniture and the designs and all that and build your own base and stuff and make it, you know, something of your own. Have different thematical themes that you want to get. Rather than kind of like this. I would rather this just be built into the base building and just be like, oh, you unlock, like, I don't know, what's one of the important buildings that you kind of need? Like this, you just be like, oh, look, you build the infrastructure core. The building's kind of like a preset, but you can add some furniture to it, right? But then there's other rooms where you can add, like, the quarters and dining rooms and fun stuff like that. Like, you just use your extra credits that you always have too much of to just build a really cool, fun base that you can customize on a proper level with furniture. And then add the NIKKEs into them. And then as you build it out more, you get more NIKKE slots. You add the NIKKEs in there and you just keep having fun. I don't know, it just seems like a fun idea. It's missed potential. Because I just find this boring. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel customizable. It just feels like a slot you're done. We don't talk about Blue Archives here. Yeah, well, Blue Archives in a lot of drama, so... Alrighty. Have you heard about the activist, feminists, and leftists trying to ruin Japanese entertainment? Yeah, I've seen the tweets itself, the ones that Chibi's basing his videos on. I saw them, like, ages ago. I debated on covering it. How long have you been playing? For a bit. Not heaps, like, not like insanely long, but for a decent time. Does Blue Archive suck now? They changed the gotcha system to be worse than what it currently is, and people are not happy about it. We did talk about on the Goonlord stream, though, right? It was, yeah, the disabled thing. It was the disabled thing that we're complaining about. But apparently there's, like, the disabled groups now come out, right? There's, like, an organization for disabled people. They've come out calling it out, but there's still feminists complaining. And this is the thing. Women are the worst people when it comes to things, right? These women just constantly attack everything. Oof. Well, that's rip. We're all done. We quit. Temples. Oh, we got a hidden. We got a hidden. What are we getting? 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 What are we getting?
Please.
So Big Gotcha is much worse than... I don't know if it's worse than Fates Go, but it got worse than what it previously was in the game.
Leave it to me.
I think someone said it was becoming more like Genshin Impact.
What are your orders?
Which, to be honest, theirs is pretty good. That's Pilgrim. Alright. Please give me...
Get behind me, you weaklings!
Could have at least given me a good Pilgrim. That's just disgusting. I don't even actually have her. GG, good stream. Yep. Game over. So, better than Fate Go. Fate Go, because Fate Go has the worst. To be honest, I'm surprised people still defend Fate Go. Oof.
Armament, don't soldier. This shot. Armament check.
Marcellus! Oh, we got a... What?
Looks like I'm going to be busier for the time being.
You baited me! You baited me! You baited me! That's not fair! You don't pull a Marcellus and then bait me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Exactly! It was a They give me a Marcellus, but not the good one. Alright, we've still got 20 of these. We're still good. We're still good. Eugene's the shit. They give me the shit one. Oh. Oh. What do we get? You gonna give me another bait? Oh, it's Elysian. Oh.
I'll be right by your side again.
You know what?
You so you don't get worn out, Commander.
You know what? I'll forgive you for that because she's hot. Don't be like Tony. Don't crash out every stream. Yeah, I'm not as bad as Tony, you know. I don't crash out every stream. Oh, what is this? What is this? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Alright.
Leave it.
What the?
Absolute is the ultimate force of perfection. Count yourself lucky to be on this journey with us, Junior Blockhead.
I don't need you, woman. You're not required right now. Oh my god, woman. Swear to Jesus Christ. Generally speaking, Brute Archive's new gotcha is not that bad now. It's just their communication was crap, and 50-50 has stamina. 50-50 is especially rough in games with double banners like Blue Archive compared to old system. Well, this does sound worse. Alright. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Alright. We're getting her this time, alright? We're getting her this time. Good.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So naturally,
Thank you.
my research has to evolve too.
Thank
Can
you.
you keep up, cutie?
Goddamn straight. She called me cutie. I feel loved. Alright.
Please.
Alright. Let's go again. We need her. We need her again. Oh, come on, give me a. Yes. You know what? Give me a good pilgrim. Give me a good pilgrim.
The Queen defiled Lilith.
Thank you.
That
I'll take that.
she
I'll
must
take
die.
that. Thank you. That's the new Snow White. Not the old one, but the new one. I mean, I'll take that. That's a good one.
Is Valorta around here?
Good. Alright, we're going again. Go hard or go home. We got a hidden one. We got a hidden one. What did we get? Oh my god, don't make me wait to the end.
Nice to meet you.
Leave it to me.
Miss Ellis, come on, give me Maxwell, give me Maxwell, give me Maxwell, give me Maxwell, give me Maxwell. Yeah!
New power. So naturally, my research has to evolve too. Can you keep up, cutie?
2. Alright, we're going again. Give me another one. No, that's not what I want. Give me another one. Again. Again. I want mummy. I want mummy. Give me mummy. I want more mummies. No. No. How many gems have I gone through? It's alright. We'll grind them up. Maxwell is walking red flag? Yeah, but she's hot though. Oh my god, you gotta give it to me at the end. Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Give me another Maxwell. Yes!
I've gained new power. So naturally, my research has to evolve too. Can you keep up, cutie?
Alright, we need one more. One more. We need one more. That's free. We need one more. Why? I don't know. There's no logic in this. We do what I want. Oh, come on! Oh, right at the start. Oh, you know what? Give me a good pilgrim. Give me a good pilgrim. Pilgrim.
I am a sword which renders raptures asunder.
I'll take it. She's good. We'll take her. Save some for the Persona collab. That's alright. I'll buy, because I'm going to buy the Maxwell skin, and the Maxwell skin comes out in like 2 days. So I'll get extra probably summon stuff for that as well.
Don't you?
Oh, let's go. I need
Armament check.
please.
Tony's probably like, how the hell are you pulling so many?
The cold, ruthless, and professional guard.
Alright, you know what? I don't like you, woman. Ooh. Come on, give me one more. Plus, the Persona collab doesn't worry me because I can just use the tickets. I've got plenty of tickets. Come on, gimme one more. Yes. Come on.
Nice.
I may be.
Yes.
I've gained new power. So naturally, my research has to evolve too. Can you keep up, cutie?
Please.
Alright, we're done. We're done. We got what I wanted. 3 Maxwells. As a consolation, we'll do 2 of these, because these don't matter. Oh, what do we get? 2 rares! Is that the third? Yeah, I got the original copy and 3 copies. So she's soft maxed, not hard maxed. So I'm good. That was technically the 4th Maxwell. What did I get?
we got for me this time, partner?
Yeah, right.
This shop, don't you know?
Please.
I'll be right by your side again.
I got 2 copies of
Looking
her
after you
so
you don't
far
get
this
worn out
stream.
from it. Nice to meet you.
Alright, we got one more temple that I can do from here. Nah. Oh, we got another one! Jesus Christ! Now we're getting lucky. Alright, what do we get? Elysium. Come on, give me... I want Rappy.
If anyone tries to hurt you or
You know
our
what? That's
squad,
actually
I'll
good.
wipe them out
She's a
with my
good
missiles.
unit. The upgraded
So please
tactical
continue
upgrade, she's
looking out
actually
for
good.
us.
Truly stream luck? I know, right? Alright, we're done. Yeah, see? Oh, yeah. And before someone worries, oh, aren't you going to get her? Yeah, of course.
Hello, this is the electronic integration system. Credit deducted.
Oh, look! I summoned another one! Whoa! How did I pull that lock out?
Lacrosse, the ultimate hero. I've come to light the way.
Too much fake. There we go. We got her. And I've still got plenty for any events that I want to do. Do another 30 and you get 3 full pulls. Alrighty. You gonna watch the situation with Mi-chan and Chibi reviews after this? What's the situation with Mi-chan and Chibi again? What's going on with Chibi? Huh? What? Who? What? Where? How? I don't know. Awesome. Get some more gems. I need those gems. I'm broke. Look at me. Down to 80k. Let's go. No staging totally. Yeah, totally legit. I totally summoned Lapras. Completely legit. Did not use token. What the hell am I clicking on? Woman, I don't need you. Go away. Be gone. Where's my Oh my god, I don't need to click things. Stop clicking things. Ah, this is a side screen. Maxwell, where are you? There we are, my sugar tits. Yummy. Limit max. Boom. Boom.
Yet another round of enhancement.
Good.
Now I'm curious just how far the limits can be pushed.
Excellent. Apply to lobby, because I said so, and because it is so.
Charging sequence initiated. Maximum output.
There we go. How did you get 80k? Farming. A lot. I mean, I had like 120 before, so I spent like 40k just getting her. That's why I wasn't going to use any more to get Lapras. I was just going to get 1 copy of it. I just wanted a bunch of Maxwell because I like Maxwell. It's waifu, man. If it's a good waifu, I want it. That's it. Waifu material is key. I'm gonna do. While we do that, teach me the farming steps. I don't know. I just do it all the events and everything. That's all I do. I just do everything in the game. Like, I log in every day. I do every single event, every single thing. Farm everything possible. Alright. We're gonna get some cards. I don't know if there's enough light, but we'll see. Alright. Ooh, got an SR already. I don't know if you want to see all the art, but seeing as this is the first time I've undone this box, we'll show the art. Just gotta get it to focus. That's an SR. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I only bought 3 of these boxes worth. Just because And that's a rare. Very nice, very nice. Focus. There we go. They add a lot of gear into this. It's like, how many gear cards? How many gear cards do I need? Another rare. Jesus Christ, that entire pack is just gear. Sorry, chat. Spiritual likes Maxwell. He is the crazy. He is for crazy women. That depends on the crazy, okay? Depends on the crazy. She needs to at least be hot crazy. I actually didn't check what this one actually has. How many bloody gear ones? Ha ha ha! Speak of the devil. Ooh. That's an SR. We got... Nice. Nice. She's very nice. Very nice. When are you going to stream on Rumble? I've got to set up the account for it. So probably hoping, I don't know. I've got the account made. I just need to set up the whole streaming thing. I've been told it's a little bit annoying and complicated. Some crazy women at peak. Yeah, you want the fun crazy, not the crazy crazy, right? The ones that will stab you in the dark or kidnap you. You want the fun crazy. Maxwell seems like the fun crazy. Plus, she's like the dommy mommy type. And I do love a good dommy mommy. That's a nice card. That's another SR too. There's apparently like 5 legendaries in this box. So I love hating series. Yeah, I do too. When I actually finally do make the NIKKE videos that I want to start doing, oh dude, I'm going to so dunk on her. I feel sorry for her, but at the same time I'm like, nah, you deserve to be called out. You're crazy. She is crazy bad. I don't know if I don't think I actually have a Dorothy unit. I've been that unlucky with Dorothy, but I don't really care too much about Dorothy. Dorothy's not really... Like, I like Dorothy, but she's not my favorite kind of unit. Like, I feel sorry for her, but at the same time, I'm just like, she's not my favorite. Will you be watching Tony do his ASMR stream? Of course I will be. Of course I will be. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'll record it. I'll send it to Cine. It'll be great. We'll clip it together. Come on, bloody focus. We'll clip it, pull it out of context, make him sound deranged. It'll be great. After I finish part 2, I like Jean more now. Yeah, I mean, I do feel sorry for her though. I mean, when you look at the backstory, and I mean, I haven't done the full backstory of the part 2 yet, because I didn't really want to use the gems. I didn't want to use all my gems up. I'd rather just wait and save the gems. It will be at 11 AM. What, during the day? I'll stay up just to bloody watch it. That's alright. Everyone's gonna record it, Tony. Everyone's gonna record it. I mean, you did sign yourself up for this, Tony, saying that you would do the ASMR stream if you got $100. Lucky for me, no one wants to pay me $100 to do humiliating things. So I'm safe. Though I would not know what I would do as a as an ASMR stream. Ooh, we actually got a legendary for once. We've got 5 legendaries in this box set though. And then legendary. That's pretty good. Hey Jack, welcome to the stream. We're just going through these cards, and then after that I'm gonna go over a tweet about more drama, and then we will go over a reaction of gatekeeping, because that was my intent. For the stream, other than the Maxwell summoning, because, you know, Maxwell summoning. And that's a nice rare card. That's an SR, I believe. Yep. SR. Super rare. We've got a lot of super rares, but we've got no ultra rares, but we did get 1 legendary. You DM me PayPal and I got you for that $100 SMR stream. Jesus Christ. What are you gonna make me read? Are you gonna make me read some like fanfic of like Arkano? Are you gonna give us a course lesson on gatekeeping like a pro? Absolutely. I love gatekeeping. I'm actually kind of scared to give you my PayPal, just because I actually know that you will probably pay me $100 to do an AMSR of your choosing. And I'd be petrified at what you will possibly make me read. And I'd make sure I put the voice acting into it as well, because, you know, you got to make sure you do it proper. Ooh, okay, speak of the devil, got an ultra rare. Now we're just kind of getting a lot of more commons. Are you going to watch the situation with me, Chan and Chi? I don't know what the situation is. What is going on? I mean, I mean, as far as Mi-chan goes, she's been in drama for like a whole week. Plus, so nothing's really changed. It's just the same AI drama. I think, if we're talking about the same Mi-chan there. As far as Chibi Reviews goes, Chibi Reviews is like in drama like weekly. I've kind of just gotten fatigued over it. There's nothing new really, unless something has drastically changed and there's like a video that I can look to as a reference to know, because I haven't seen anything on X, unless it's just the same old to do with Green Reddit, which, if that's the case, again, that's the same spat that Chibi's been having for weeks. Feminist leftist and activist trying to cancel Mi-chan. I mean, yeah, I saw that. I didn't know NIKKE was this big in Japan to have card. It has multiple card games. So they have one with Welsh. They have one with these group. And then they have like another one as well. They've got like 3 different groups. NIKKE's quite big. And that's a signature card. There we go. First signature card. So that's an SPR. Foil. I will put that. Are they trying to cancel Mi-chan? I mean, it's a day starting with why. People are always trying to cancel something. Chibi made a Mi-chan video I can send you. I mean, if you wanted Candy, yeah. I mean, I might have a look at it. It's just, I've seen so much of that drama, I've kind of, it seems stupid in itself, but there's been so much drama, it's hard to keep up with. Because there's like another person with the name Mi-chan, that, yeah, it's just, there's so much drama. It's insane to keep up with. At this point, we're getting a lot of the same. Ooh, crown. Just cute. I love crown. I'm glad I got the crown one that I wanted from the other pack. Another rare. Have you heard about the Trump executive order for visa being frozen? I mean, there's been a couple of executive orders about visa, so I don't know the exact context to that. You aren't streaming to X. No, I said at the start that I didn't want to stream to X this time. I just couldn't be bothered. I'd rather just encourage people to come onto YouTube, just because it's just easier for me right now. I'll do it probably for the podcast and stuff. I'll stream to both, but for these chill ones, I'm just gonna do it just on YouTube for the time being. I mean, I promoted on X anyway, so. I just wanted this stream to be a chill one, because we're just going to be silly. I would like to play some Power World at some point on stream. So if people are interested in me just chilling and chatting and playing some Power World, that's something that I'll probably do in the next week or so. I don't know if I'll stream Tuesday because Tony will be on his trip. I might not stream on Tuesday, but I might do a different stream on a different day, just because I'll probably just rest after Tuesdays. Hey Daily Chan. But I would like to do some more Let's Play stuff, some more fun stuff. I mean, I've thought about doing like NIKKE streams where I just go over the story and chat and all that kind of stuff, but we'll see. When new events come out, I can go over those, but those happen like every 20 days or so. But I'm just trying to look at extra things that I can add and do to the stream, because I don't want to just talk about drama every single stream, because as much as drama can be very profitable to cover, it's tiring. It's very boring over time. Ooh, she's cute. That's a nice one. Focus. Focus. There we go. That's nice. Didn't really get as many as I had hoped from this. I did get a signature though. Wait, those cards are super cool. They are. They are very cool. I'll show all the rare ones I got. And then we'll move on to actual drama stuff. So yeah. Because I took out all the rare ones, and I just keep those safe so I can sleeve them and stuff. The true drama is good for views, but it takes a toll on your it does. And I just want to have fun, personally. I mean, if all I cared about was just revenue, right? I'd just chase drama, right? I'd just be like a hero, hey, Rev So Des or Chibi Reviews, right? But I do like to just cover stuff I enjoy, which is why I want to do the NIKKE channel, because I just want to do stuff that I am very passionate about, and I'm very passionate about NIKKE. I love NIKKE. It's a great game. I love the story. I love the characters. I want to do like character breakdowns and story breakdowns and all the rest, but it will just require some effort. But I don't mind covering some drama where I feel passionate about talking about something that matters to me. But that being said, I don't want to just endlessly cover drama. There's enough people that cover all that drama as it is, and it's tiring. But the thing is as soon as I start covering drama, not drama, sorry, I don't cover drama, people instantly go, oh, no, we're no longer interested. And it's like, okay, well, that's just disappointing. Hey, to Runaway Vagabond. Thanks for dropping by. You do what you want to do, mate. I know, but I like to explain it just to kind of give people an idea of what's going on in my mind, because transparency is important to me. And like I said, I still cover drama stuff that's important to me that I feel like matters. Right? That's the legendary one. But there's just some point where I'm like, I don't really want to spend every waking minute, and that's regular, and then that's the signature. You can just slightly see the signature there. So, but yeah, drama's okay to cover within moderation, because like I said, it just drags you down. Ugh, getting old in this frail body. There we go. I'll move that over there. I'll clean up the mess afterwards. I have to have the light like that, because if I don't do the light like that, it blurs the cards and it makes it impossible to actually see the art. Just disappointing. I'm going to have to get a better light than this. This one's a cheap one. I got it like a couple of years ago. I do feel a ton of YouTubers forget to have fun instead of chasing the next drama. So yeah, I absolutely agree. And I think that's just kind of the algorithm. I don't blame content creators for doing it, right? I know I named a couple, but I don't blame. I just realized you... Oh, yeah, I've got Roxy. I've also got her figure in the cupboard as well. Just for you, Daily Chan, I'll show you. Just for you. It's a pain in the ass to get out because I've got this big box where Crown is. You see, I've got Crown. That's non-safe for work. Oh, Roxy's behind a couple of things. But, like I said, it's just one of those where I'm not taking a jab at content creators for drama stuff. It's just, I feel like it slowly wears you down, if you kind of get what I mean, right? It's fine to a point, but when you build your entire existence around drama, it really just wears you down, and it makes you very bitter, it can make you very angry, makes you very defensive, you lose all the passion. And I started YouTube to do passion. I haven't unboxed it yet, but I do have her. See, this is why I hate the light, because it glares everything. See? I've got her. Well, that's a terrible angle, but yeah. So yeah, I've got her. She's near the top. Ugh. Ugh. It's plain Tetris in this cupboard because there's so many figures in here. And I don't know what the value of all these figures are, but I would say it's well over probably 20k worth of figures in there. And I've got more figures coming because I've got another Alia figure coming now because I just paid her, which is the sister. I've got the sister coming for the main protagonist. So she's coming in the mail. So I'll probably have her in like 2-3 weeks. And once that's done, then I'll be able to... we do try to make drama fun. We do. We try to add a bit more of a theatrical flair and not make it so overly serious. But that also being said, it's just, it's just sometimes I want to spend some time talking about fun stuff, and sometimes you get wrapped up in the drama. Like I said, I take no jab at content creators for chasing drama. The algorithm forces you by almost like a whip to chase drama. It really does. It forces you. And that's why I wanted to start the third channel. And even though it's called a Spirited Extra, I'll probably add an icon and everything like that. Nice. Gonna see you later. Got some errands to take care of. Thanks for dropping by, the Runaway. Much appreciate it. You have a good one. But it's just one of those where it's just like, that's why I started the third channel, because I want to do the NIKKE stuff, but I know that I can't do the NIKKE stuff on any other channel because people just want to be there for the NIKKE. That's fine. That's where it is. But because of how the algorithm works, say about 8 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, you could do variety content on a channel. Easy. You could do variety content. Like, look at like PewDiePie, right? He grew doing variety content. Jacksepticeye grew from doing variety content. Many content creators grew from doing variety content. But then as the algorithm changed, the algorithm is designed to you hyper-focus on specific things. And so you have to narrow yourself down to a specific thing that you want to do, which is why when people start covering drama, they're forced to cover just drama. Because that's all the algorithm cares about, is you chasing the next drama, the next drama, the next drama, the next drama. What I'm hoping is by me making a dedicated NIKKE channel, and I'll change the name and the icons and everything later on that channel to fit more of a NIKKE theme and aesthetic, I'm hoping all the NIKKE fans will just stay there, and that will do well because it's all NIKKE. So it'll hyper-focus on that thing. And because I can be quite autistic when it comes to hyper-focusing on things, I'll just keep working on NIKKE stuff. I'll keep playing the game, analyzing things, having discussions, building new topical videos, analyzing things more. NIKKE streams is popular nowadays. They are. I don't know if they're as popular on mine because, again, because I've covered a lot of drama stuff. And because I do anime. I think anime and NIKKE have a bit of a crossover, but because there's drama, as soon as I started the stream with the NIKKE stuff, people started dropping off, but it started going up as I was doing the summons. But it's like, yeah, I mean, NIKKE.
Charging sequence initiated. Maximum output.
I mean, it would be nice to do some more fun Let's Play stuff and NIKKE stuff to just on the stream, and if it can do well, I can build an audience for it. I'd be happy. I don't think I'll do streams on the NIKKE channel. I just stick to videos. Because I think that's just a better idea. I had watched NIKKE streams. I'm trying to get more into the game. And I do want to do... What I want to do is do some of the event stuff. Like go over the story as I'm playing it. And just chat about it as the story goes through. Because it's not really the gameplay that you're playing. It's the story. And probably not this event, but probably the next event, I might do that, right? Which is probably like in like less than 20 days, right? Because the NIKKE events come out like every so often. Many VTubers are doing NIKKE streams. They are. But you also got to understand, women can do a lot more stuff as content creators than men can.
Charging sequence
initiated.
Maximum output.
The problem with being a male content creator, doing Let's Play content just doesn't do as well because chicks or VTubers, they can do Let's Play content and everyone rushes to it because, oh, they're cute, everyone loves them. If you're a guy doing it, unless you're really entertaining, the bar's much higher. So it's much more competitive. But that's just how it is. Do what you love, man. That's the point. Yeah, I get that. I'm just explaining it. But the algorithm on YouTube has drastically changed. It has drastically changed. I remember one stream where I was covering like a really big drama topic. I got like 150 concurrent views. It was just like non-stop. But then when you go into the more relaxed gaming stuff, no one cares as much. But with a VTuber, like you got someone like, and again, this is no jab, like Cinny, right? She can do any game. People will be there to watch her. Because people love her for who she is as a female VTuber. And let's be honest, men have a tendency to be a little bit parasocial, whether the VTuber's encouraging or not. Cinny doesn't encourage it, but people will still be parasocial. And there's VTubers like, you know, Bao and all those out there that encourage that parasocial, which feeds into it more. And so that's the thing you've got to compete with. A male can't be parasocial with male viewers as easy. And I know some people care, you know, what you do, but when you're a content creator, people will look down on you if you don't do as well. Like, I've already gotten people trying to mock me because I lost 100 followers on X, and they're like, "Oh, you're dying." That's how stupid and childish things can be. So, and then when people talk about it, then it leads in that cascading effect of people being like, "Oh, he's falling off. I'm gonna unsub because he's falling off." Like I said, the whole content creation field is so toxic. But yeah. Now, I will just check. I will look at the video. I'll just change this so it's not full screen because I'm not playing that. Let's have a look. It's only 7 minutes, so we should be alright.
Bro, like, you really realize how insane this is? You are insane. What do you mean that you're getting upset for basically disabled people, and then you turn around and you basically call it an arson notice, like actual real criminal activity against an association to help out disabled people? And this is over an anime. This is over an anime. What do you mean? What do you mean, dude?
To be honest, when I crash out, or me and Tony crash out, it looks way more entertaining than this. Just being honest. Just being honest.
Dude, oh my god, we have lost the plot. We have fully lost the plot. Actually insane. Like,
the other downside about drama videos is if a drama happens, like 60 channels, bro's crashing out. Yeah, he's crashing out. It just makes it hard to take it serious when he's got the background drop of her there. I'm just like, okay. But I was just thinking, like, when you look at drama videos, right? It's like, as soon as a drama happens, like 60,000 people cover the drama. This is the most restrained crash out I have seen. When I saw it, I was like, it feels like it's like he wants to crash out, but he doesn't know how to crash out. Like, this doesn't feel like a proper good crash out. This feels like I need to crash out because it's because of the story. I don't know, this comes across as, I don't know. It feels a little bit false. I mean, I get it. It's entertainment.
oh my god. How does this even happen? Like, do you realize the hypocrisy of what this does? Like, let's put this in perspective, okay? The association.
He needs to throw some body pillows or something. Oh, I don't have any body pillows in here. Ah. You know what? I didn't realise, but she's quite larger than I thought. We're putting on a performance. Jeez, how the hell am I meant to swing this? Oh my god, I'm crashing out! Wah! I'm glad there are no figures over there, because I swear to god I would have knocked them over and I would have... I would have been pissed. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's my Ishtola body pillow. If you're curious. See? Ishtola. There we go. She's in the other room, so I'll put her here. She can stay safe. In the corner. More believable. No, I was putting on a performance there. Who is that? Ishtola's from FF14. It's an MMO. I've actually got a non-safe for work version of that as well. It's in the other room, so I can cover it with the non-safe for work version.
That is literally...
Because I know the artist, because I bought it from an artist that I know personally, that I go to at conventions, and I go to their stall every year.
meant to help out disabled people, makes an official statement that they think the work of Michan is not offensive to disabled people. But the people that are getting offended of Michan and Yamada that aren't disabled, by the way, and don't help disabled people, they're getting offended, wanting the anime canceled, and because the...
Give the man a Grammy. That's my worst performance yet.
actual official association...
To be honest, that's still probably better than Hollywood.
...for disabled people decided to make a comment on it defending the anime, they do this. They commit real criminal activity.
Was not expecting FF14 on this stream. You'd be surprised some of the things I have in this house. I have a lot of interesting things.
Dude, sometimes reality...
I mean, I do think it is stupid. The fact that you've got a feminist activist group trying to cancel a anime, I mean, Association for People with Development Disabilities. We think there is no problem with them making it an anime point of this point. There was even an arson notice and the police were involved. I mean, it just shows that these activists, they're professional victims when you look at it, right? They're looking for something to be offended at. They're looking for something... It's their entire existence as a person, right? They need to find something to be upset about because that's their entire purpose. And when they don't have something to complain about, their entire existence is in question. Activists nowadays are getting worse by the day. They do. Because it's more about the theatrical. It's more about the clout, the attention. I mean, you only need to look at Pete. I think it's called Peter, the activist group, PETA or what? That's a weird way to put it. The animal one, right? They're so theatrical. They don't care about actual animals. More animals die under their care than anything else. They don't protect animals. They just do it as a show, and they generally show absolute hatred and animosity towards animals. So it's just like, you realize that these people aren't doing it because they care. I mean, I just saw a video before of those activists, those like no oil kind of things, and they sit in the middle of the road. Peter, yeah. Those no oil ones, like in like Europe and all of that, and they sit in the middle of the roads and they block traffic, and it's like people are trying to get to work. They're trying to be able to make an income, or they're going to important places, and they're blocking traffic. And by blocking the traffic, they're causing more congestion, more fuel being wasted, more pollution, but they're doing it as a theatrical. And they just don't care about anyone but themselves, because all it is a performance. It's like Greta Thunberg, right? Her entire thing is theatrical. Nothing she has done has ever actually helped anyone. No movement she's ever come up with has ever been designed to help anyone in need. Everything that she stands for is more about theatrical and attention seeking. And that's the biggest problem with people like that, right? They're just doing it for the attention. They're doing it for theatrical, so they can get clout, fame, and then they can do all their little GoFundMes, and then they can steal all the money. I mean, you only need to look at a movement that happened many years ago in America that had to do with a certain incident with a criminal that had a knee on his neck, right? And you see the whole the Black Lives Matter movement. And then the people that were running it ran off with millions of dollars, bought mansions, and none of it actually went to the actual people they claimed that were in need. None of it's about helping people. It's a scam in itself. And yet none on the left ever criticize it. They just get angry at Elon Musk for having a lot of money. And it's like, he doesn't have a lot of money. He just owns Tesla and SpaceX. It's a stock valuation. And that's the problem. Leftists just don't know anything. They're stupid. Greta is Palestine. Yeah, and that's what I mean. She's jumped on the next trend. Right? She jumps from the next trend to the next trend to the next trend. She doesn't care about the environment. She's just a show pony. So... if these people actually cared about real issues, they'd go out and solve real issues. But they don't. It's just all theatrical.
Reality really is more unbelievable than fiction. Because this is probably one of the most batshit insane things I have seen in a very long time. But don't worry, trust me. I have a lot more to talk about than just this. There is literally thousands of people now getting scammed out of their money because they were being, or helping out a petition that was pro-censorship of anime and manga, mainly Michan and Yamada-san. So I'm glad thousands of people got scammed out of their money, by the way.
I mean, if you were supporting censorship and you got scammed, it's deserved. Remember Greta Oil for Cuba? The same Cuba that's run by a government that's trying to suppress its people and do horrible things to them as the people are trying to flee the country and go to America to get a better life. And it's like you've got people like bloody Hassan Piker going over there and supporting a dictator regime. And this is what Twitch wants. That's why I don't use Twitch on a principle. And that's actually kind of interesting topic because Tony was asking me the other day why I don't use Twitch even though I have a Twitch account. That's why. I refuse to support Twitch on principle alone because of what they do with people like Hassan Piker. I would rather donate to someone through YouTube than through Twitch. I will not go through Twitch. I just refuse. Twitch can rot in hell. I hope that site collapses. But I do want X or Twitter to fix their site and actually make theirs as more viable as a competitor. Right now, X is just not in a good state, right? It's very messy all over the place.
Good, because these absolute parasites should be scammed out of their money because they're wanting to be pro-censorship and siding with it.
By the way, how do you feel about Elon Musk? Do you trust him when it comes to censorship issues? So here's the thing, Jack. I do actually trust him, and then it's interesting because I've criticized him recently in tweets. But the problem that I have with Elon Musk is that he's put the wrong people in power to run his companies. And I use X as an example, right? There's this guy that runs, can't remember what the bloody guy's name, it starts with N. It's like NIKKE or something like that. And that guy is just censorship heavy. He's just running it like a dictatorship. He's just suppressing people, being like a bully, right? And as someone that's running a platform, he's unprofessional. The problem is Elon is a very, very, very busy person. He runs SpaceX, he runs Tesla, he runs Neuralink, he's trying to do other side projects, he's clearly trying to do some X stuff as well. Elon's a very busy person, so he cannot see everything going on. And so I don't think he quite grasps what's going on X and how the site is being absolutely mismanaged and mistreated. Yeah, he owns X. Yeah, it is his company, his social media app. But I don't think he quite has the understanding of what's going on because, again, he's hired people to do the work because he's busy building rocket ships. That's his main focus, is SpaceX and Tesla. That is his main focus. And I'm glad it is, right? Because that's what I want him to focus on. He's a good engineer. He's a smart engineer. But as far as social media goes, he needs someone that isn't psychotic. He needs someone that's actually fair and rational and balanced. Who he has in control right now of X is not that. And the fact that he's working with Visa, the fact that the site's algorithm is absolutely gone to shit, it frustrates me, right? How X has turned out. But I don't think he realizes that. I think he only sees what he can see within the limited vision because, again, he's just a busy person. You gotta realize he's the CEO of multiple companies. Most people can't even run one company on their own. I mean, you look at a lot of these companies out there that have CEOs, they can't even do that properly on their own. And he's running 3 large ones and a bunch of small ones. I'm forgetting a bunch, like the boring tunnel system, right? It's another company he has. People just want to blame him because they dislike him, because they disagree with him. Yeah, and I think that's the problem. I don't have a bias towards Elon as far as liking him or disliking him. I think he's an amazing engineer. I think, is he absolutely batshit insane? Yes, but he needs to be. Good engineers and good mad scientists need to be a little bit unstable, because that's where the most crazy, amazing ideas come from, is someone that's willing to think outside the box. But I just think as far as his social media stuff goes, I think he needs to find someone that he can trust better to run X. And I don't think the person that he's got is that person. And I just noticed Chibi has the S symbol for money, which means Chibi has been let into the early access for X Money, which is their money program, and he pays for Super Grok, which is like over $50 a month for Super Grok. I think it's around $50, 40 or $50 a month. And yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I just noticed those two icons, because for me it's just Grok, and I don't have X Money because I'm in Australia and we don't have access to that. I wouldn't trust X with my money, to be honest. Even though I've heard the interest rates are really good on it, I don't trust it. He's willing to take risks in his projects. Yeah, and I respect a man that's willing to take risks, that is willing to try and further humanity. I just, again, my frustration is at the fact that he's clearly hired the wrong people to run X. It's not the first time either. He's had other people that have run X that are like psychotically left, and they're just like infiltrated X. And I think that is a concern, that X is being infiltrated by the left. And so you're getting a lot of bad actors in there. But I also think X has turned into a lords and peasants system. Yeah, it's just because of how it works. This is just me. I just don't fully trust him. And you shouldn't trust anyone fully, Jack. You shouldn't trust anyone fully. I feel like he's not consistent when it comes to censorship issues, and with Visa thing, like you mentioned, that adds a bit more. I think the reality is, and this is the way I look at it, at making your own payment system like a Visa competitor is a lot more harder, it's a lot more expensive, and it's a lot more regulatory problems. Because a lot of people don't like Elon as it is in the political space. So you imagine Elon trying to make his own competitor to Visa and MasterCard, they would use every political pawn to destroy him. I think the last thing Elon needs is more enemies. So I feel like Elon having X, as much as it's been a benefit as far as having a place to voice our opinions that aren't all left-leaning, I do think we have more free speech than we used to. I don't think it's perfect. I think there are issues. But as far as things go, I think Elon's working with Visa because it's a necessary evil, I think, the way he sees it. It doesn't mean that I'm happy about it. I'm not. But I'm explaining it, not necessarily defending it. I'm not happy, but I get why. Yeah, I'm bummed because the interest rates fucks hard. It's like 6%. Yeah. I think the actual X benefits, the X money benefits are actually really good, but I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it with my money. Because it's what's going to happen if they ban my account and they strip my money? Elon needs money. Depends on what we mean by money. Are we talking millions or billions? Because with SpaceX, they've raised a lot of capital. I think they raised around $60 billion in the open market when they IPO'd. So they've got a lot of money, and Tesla's got a lot of money as well. I think they have like 45 billion as well. Eros made another video of you defending Rudy's actions. I think that's hilarious, Dark, because I've never once defended Rudy's actions, which just demonstrates that, again, he has not represented anything I've said correctly. Congratulations. I get a lot of people keep asking me to react to this. I'm not going to. I have no interest in interacting with a compulsive liar. So, but yeah.
Individuals that would do something like this. Gross. Absolutely gross. So, let's just... I need to give some deets. I need to give some lore here, because obviously there's probably a lot of people coming into this video that have no idea.
GB, you probably should have given the details probably 2 minutes ago. I'm just being honest. You should have probably given those details 2 minutes ago.
Why this has escalated to such a degree, so I'm going to give a brief rundown. But if you want the full story, watch the last 2 videos I made on the channel. They talk about the step-by-step of escalation.
The way I see it, Elon is focused on stuff more important than I think that's good for. Yeah, I think so too. I think Elon's focusing more on Tesla and SpaceX. And probably Neuralink, because Neuralink's pretty important as well. I think he's focusing on those, and X is kind of like a side thing. But I also think Neuralink's probably a side thing along with X. But yeah, Tesla and SpaceX is the main focus. Lol, you live rent-free in that dude's head. I do. The dude is trying to bait me into drama videos. Again, did I not just say like 30 minutes ago, drama is so intoxicating and so mentally draining because people will gun for you. People will lie about you, they'll attack you, they'll misrepresent you. And that's exactly what happens, right? These people, that's all they care about is drama, money, money, money. Which I get, you know, make the bag, but it's like there's no integrity, there's no authenticness behind these people. They're just parasites trying to leech what they can out of a hobby they have no passion for. Anime is a cosmetic accessory for them. They don't actually generally have passion for it.
For the last few days. So anyways, Michon and Yamada is a very infamous series in Japan. Before we got an anime announcement, the manga reached...
You talking about the light noise? Yes, because someone asked about me reacting to another video he's made about me, claiming that I'm defending Rudy. And if you've watched any of my streams or any of my videos, I've never defended Rudy. I've stated that Rudy is a piece of shit. I just want to be very clear there. He is an absolute piece of shit in his past life. Now, explaining about his trauma, right? Talking about Rudy's trauma, the past that he's had, you know, you go over what broke him as a person. It explains it, but it not defending it, right? And that's the problem with people that are illiterate and that are being deliberately deceptive in how they're trying to classify things. Explaining something is not defending something. I said that even in the original video that he clipped out of context, by the way. That he clipped out of context. I specifically stated in that video, you have integrity. I swear to God, Tony, I will find you and I will slap that fat ass of yours back to Kingdom Kong. And don't think I won't find you. Because I will find you. But I lost my train of thought, Tony. It's your fault. I lost my train of thought. Right, Rudy. Rudy's a piece of shit. But explaining why he's a piece of shit is not defending him being a piece of shit. And that's the problem with these people that are stupid and low IQ'd. Bro's so irrelevant that he has to latch onto problematic series to rage bait and make drama off. Yes, he does. But he's so irrelevant that he needs to latch on to a YouTuber that's not even really pulling as many views as he used to. Like, I'm not that big anymore, right? I don't get the views like I used to. To be honest, I'm irrelevant. And he's so irrelevant that he's trying to latch on to a more irrelevant person. That's desperation. That's just pathetic. I'm so irrelevant that you're latching on to me. That's just sad, bro. You could do better than that. Oh, right, you did. You tried with Car and that failed. Because no one wants to deal with you. It's like, oh no, no one likes me. I wonder why. The same guy that lives in a country that has child marriage systems, right? That has a country that pre-organizes marriages with children. That's your culture that you are dying on a hill to defend while you come after everyone else and call us problematic. I just think the irony is in that. Hate to break it to you, but I don't see any parts of where I live trying to push that kind of crap. And if they do, they damn right get in trouble pretty quickly, and they're going to do it in the black market or something. So, I remember this dude wasn't on Remember, this dude wasn't on jobless reincarnation until it became the defector target descendant. Yes, I got into an argument with him around 2 years ago, and he stated to me that he had never read the light novels. He was trying to attack it back then, claiming that it was trash, and said that he had never read the light novels. And then 3 months later after that, he then miraculously had read the light novels because people called him out for being a grifter because he was using it as nothing more than an attack point, and people saying you hadn't even read the light novels. I can tell you right now, he has still not read the light novels. Because if he had read the light novels, there is far more productive things you could criticize Rudy for than for the low-hanging fruit that he is attacked it for. Francis, did he really? Lol. What did Francis say? He made a video calling you out for not calling you out. Now that's... Yeah, I know. He cried because I didn't want to... He cried because I wouldn't make a video on it. And I stated very publicly, I'm not going to fall for his bait. So he crashed out crying because I wouldn't take the bait. That's how pathetic he is. He deliberately made a video to try and bait me into an argument just so he could farm drama, and then gets upset that I didn't want to do it. It's like, because his fans stalk me. They hate me, but they watch like every video I make. So it's hilarious. It is peak hilarity. And I'm sure maybe he might see clips of this, but it's like, again, he can crash out all he wants. It just makes me look fucking sane and him petty and childish. Because, again, the only way he only comes up is when someone basically begs me to talk about him. It's like, I don't care. He hasn't read the light novels. He knows nothing about the story. He's a hypocrite. He's a compulsive liar. He clips me out of context. I even showed the evidence in the tweet that he started my video 14 minutes in, deliberately started at a specific point, and then ended it at a specific point and said, oh, I don't want to continue going. When he knew what I was going to say next. Because he pre-watches it and then clips it. They want to destroy their competition? Yes. Because it's all about views and fame. How dare you not please it? I know. I'm such a cruel man. Such a cruel man. Everyone hates it. Even his own fans don't like him. And that's the problem. When you build your audience around just hating the next target, inevitably they will grow to hate you as well. So, yeah. It's unproductive. This is exactly why I said I don't want to focus just on drama. Because it drains you. It takes away the joy that I have for things that I love. It takes away that joy. I want to spend more time doing things that I enjoy. That's why I'm starting the watch parties for my Discord server for members, because I want to do more things that I enjoy, interact with my community, and actually have fun. Who are you guys talking about? I refer to him as El Historian. Others will refer to him as the Indian guy that defended some really horrible things on his Twitter account that he soon deleted after because he looked like an absolute idiot. Yeah. You should probably look those tweets up because those were a banger of his defending some pretty wild things. Now, I'm not calling him the PDF, but hey, those were your tweets, bro, not mine. I'm not the one going around defending some pretty predatory behavior. Good job. Because again, I don't defend Rudy's behavior. I just simply explain why he's an idiot. There's a reason why Kaka disassociated with him from him. Yeah, and Kaka should have done it years ago. No offense to Kaka, but it took him a while to clue on to that. The LO fandom hates him so much they banned him on the subreddit. You know what? I don't like Reddit, but base there. Base subreddit. Base subreddit. Based. Absolute based. That's pure. That's good gatekeeping right there. That is gatekeeping at its finest. Boom. Ban. Respect there. Respect. Absolute respect to them. Take my hat off to you, subreddit. Absolutely. Oh, that's beautiful. Makes sense. I hate you. Tony, even Ace said, you secretly love me. Ace said it himself. You love me. A rare W for red. It's a rare W. They get a W every now and again.
kind of a cult following within Japan, where a lot of people in online circles within Japan, they started to use the term Michan as basically an insult. Because Michan within the story, she was someone that was deemed slow, someone that was low intelligence, and so basically you had a lot of people online doing what they do best. They create memes out of things that they enjoy, and so they started calling people, oh, you're a Michan, you're a Michan. And to kind of summarize this in the best way, Michan turned into basically the equivalent of you're a retard, but in Japanese, with just a different word. It's just the escalation of meme culture, different words being used for different things. You know how LARPers use now constantly about different stuff and all that. You have goon and all that. You get the point. Anyways, basically, when the manga reached this status, there was a lot of people basically saying that the series should be cancelled.
He's a Tensura hater, all the characters are one-dimensional. Calling all the... What, Slime? He's calling Slime one-dimensional characters? Slime's a great series. Like, okay, I have my problems with the subreddit for Slime because so many of them attack me unfairly, right? Because they... To be honest, I do bait them. I do bait them. There are so many videos where I've put in the title, I am upset with this anime, and I just bait them deliberately because they post my videos in the subreddit, and then someone will be like, dude, he's literally praising the series. I love baiting their Reddit because they don't watch things, they just whine. But Slime's a great series. I love the anime. I have read a lot of the light novels, but I've stopped reading the light novels because, to be honest, I like binge watching the anime a lot more because the anime for Slime is just, it's a good binge watch. And yeah. So to say Slime is one-dimensional, I think is stupid. I think it's very stupid. They turn Michan into a buzzword, cannot believe... I mean, they turn a lot of things into buzzwords.
Then it finally got an anime.
Slime has my favorite monster. I love Diablo in Slime. He's one of my favorite characters. I just absolutely love Diablo. So I personally, that's the thing, and I've actually made a video on the second channel about Slime. I don't like watching Slime weekly. I love the Slime anime. I hate watching it weekly. And the reason being is because of how slow paced sometimes it can be. I think the pacing this season has actually been really good. I had watched a little bit ahead of time, and the pacing's been really good. Some of the previous seasons were just kind of awkward pacing where there were some table episodes. And so for me, I was like, okay, I got frustrated waiting a week for a table episode where they're just going to explain something they're going to do right afterwards. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait for the entire anime to air and then go binge watch it. But because I'm not an episodic review channel, I don't have to worry about that, right? I don't have to force myself to watch an anime weekly just so I can make content. That's the benefit of me making the content the way I like, rather than having to forcefully make content in a specific way to feed a algorithm and a community. And that's my benefit. I get to enjoy it the way I want because I won't do what the algorithm forces me to do. But it's just generally frustrating because, like I said, I prefer to watch Slime in a big binge watch. Slime is a slow burn anime. It is. It is a slow burn anime. So that's why I prefer to just watch it all in one go, because then I can just sit there during the night and just watch each episode. Next day, wake up, watch the rest of it, right? Because it's always like 2 cours. So I prefer that. And I love Slime. If I didn't like Slime, see? She's a beauty. I got her many, many, many years ago. I've got a couple of other Slime figures in the cupboard. I bought those in a ticket game. Funny story to that ticket game, actually. I wanted the figures, but I didn't... Tony's gonna laugh from my gambling addiction. So, I basically was going into Shintokyo, and I wanted to get the figures for Slime. And they're the little ticket ones, and you got a chance of getting them. And I was like, I do not want to roll for this. I'm like, buying 1 or 2 tickets, or even 4 tickets was just like, okay, I cannot be bothered trying to win this. So I bought all the tickets. I was like, there is no gotcha in this. I'll buy all the tickets. So I just bought all the tickets for the gotcha game and then just got all the prizes. And then I divvied them up between Sam and Ace. And I gave them some stuff. And that's how I got it, Shintoki. So I've got the 2 figures in there. They're like two little cute figures. So yeah, I won those in the ticket game because I just bought all the tickets and went, yep, my tickets now. So there is no such thing as gotcha when I buy everything out. You can't gamble if you just buy the whole casino. It cost me a bit, but I don't give a damn. You know what? I'm gonna get one of them out. I'm gonna get one of them out. Just for Tony. Just for Tony. Where is it? Here's one. I don't know where there's the other one. There's the other one. So I've got Milim here. Got Milim. She's cute. I don't know where there's actually a photo of it. But yeah, that's Milim. Whee! And then I've got that one. And I gave the other one to Sam. So, I bought them all. Got any Shion figures? I do want a Shion figure, but there was no good quality ones. I wouldn't mind getting a Shion one, because I like Shion. Maybe someday I might get one. I might look into a Shion one. Don't put them in the jar. And it still never watched Slime either. I like Slime. It's fun. Dude. Come on. You should. Does Tony not like Slime? I love Slime. It's a great series. It's just funny because I think the subreddit thinks I hate Slime. Need to get those new cheerleader Akano Rias figures that come out next January and big oh, speaking of that, funny enough, Tony, I bought another figure. I bought it last Friday when I was in voice chat with I don't know how to say your name. Echidna? I just call you the Akano guy. I'll pull it up. I ordered. I'll just move this because I ordered that. Because it comes out February, which means I'll get it at the end of February, which means I'll have it ordered. And then I'll have it for my birthday. No, I like Slime. I watched a little season 1, but like, bro, why dude, why buy it all? Because I can. Because I can. And because I can, I will. That's called fuck you money, Tony. I make the rules. There is no gotcha if I just buy out the casino. So, I got that. But I have to pay it right now. I can save up for it, so I'll be fine. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'll get an Akano figure finally. I might get the Rias one. I'm still debating on the Rias one. Haven't decided on it yet. But I've got the Akano on order.
Announcement just like 2 to 3 days ago, and obviously
that's called fuck Tony's sanity money. Exactly! It's called I do what I want, and I always win because I can brute force it.
that drama escalated into a massive explosion where a lot of bad actors started keying in on the situation and tried to use it as a way.
Now I'm kind of, let's just remember when kid. I need to get those new cheerleader Akano Rias come out next January. I had thought about it, but I'm like, I kind of just want like the other ones because I like those, like the little jigsaw puzzle ones that you've got. Those are the ones that I kind of like the most. I still want like a canon outfit for Akano and Rias, but then I'd like some of the other girls as well. It's like, come on, bro, you can sell so many. Yeah, you are the boss. I am the boss here. Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. Whatever, bro. I give up. Oh, you love it, Tony. You love it. Pat, pat. There, Tony. Yeah, there you go, Tony. There you go. One day.
To make a profit, to make money off the situation, but also effectively sanitize and get anime and manga, you know, censored and banned. This escalated to such a degree that the production committee had to straight up make an official statement.
We need another DxD Season 5 update video, lol. You know what? If I want the money, I might do it. I do want to work on the next High School DxD video for the second channel, because I want to work on the next light novel. It's been like almost 2 years since I've done a DxD video, because I got so far ahead of the light novels based on the English release. Because I was trying to keep up with the English release. Dude, you were teaching me to be responsible. I'm trying to do the same way. Yeah, but Tony, I was teaching you to be responsible because you don't have the money. That's why. You gotta be responsible. We don't want you in crippling debt, and then you have to sell your body to become a NIKKE, even though men can't become NIKKEs.
Saying they are aware of the controversy, they are aware of the drama, basically
Unless you're a woman, Tony, and in that case...
responding to these absolute psychopaths, responding to these crazy people. They actually responded and gave them a little bit
Responsibility is a scale. Exactly. My scale's completely different and out of whack.
of, you know,
By the way, where is the new DxD anime? I wish I knew, bro. I did have the money, kind of. That's the problem, Tony. You kind of did, you kind of didn't. You kind of did. We didn't need you to put you in crippling debt. You can get those figures when we go to Japan.
like, you know, basically, like, oh, we hear you. We know, we hear your voice and all that. And I'm like, this is the very thing that we saw from Hollywood and gaming and all that, where they listen to the crazies, the very loud vocal minority, and they censored and changed everything because of a few, and instead of the many. But the point here is that basically, after all this happened, it has now escalated to a point where a petition was made by a bunch of feminists to get the series canceled. You had politicians talking about the situation, even veteran animators straight up saying that you should feel ashamed for this anime to even be greenlit and made, and that you should just be absolutely pretty much removed from the anime industry if you even dare work on something like this. It is actually just a bad situation. And so now we have the escalation with an arson notice and stuff, police getting involved, and then obviously the scam of thousands of people getting their money scammed out.
I gotta go. Bye, everyone. Thanks for dropping by, Best Con Man. It's a good name there.
Because they decided to help.
I mean, maybe I might have to do another DxD video, make some of that cheddar. But I personally just hate making DxD seasonal topical videos, just because they're annoying to do, because you make one and then like a week later the same person will ask for an update and you'll be like, yeah, there is no update, and they'll be like, make one anyway, and I'm like, oh, why must I make a video on something that has no change? But I do want to make a light novel review on the current not the current volume, but the next volume that I haven't reread. Because I want to start getting through them again. But I'm trying to keep up with the English release with the light novels, which is why I hadn't done DxD videos for like 2 years. Because I got, again, so far ahead that I was at that point where I was like, alright, I'll wait for the light novels to catch up to what I've done. And it's taken like 2 years and they're almost ahead of me now. And I'm like, finally. What's your favorite Guna meme? Mine is Tony Stark. I don't know. I actually don't know if I have a favorite Guna meme.
Help out a pro-censorship, you know, petition for anime manga. And once again, good. I'm glad these people got scammed out of their money. Like, I'm very glad to see that, because...
My problem, though, with my content, I was just thinking, I'm kind of autistic, so when I start doing content, I hyper-focus on a specific thing. I don't know, I suck at multitasking on my channels. And that's the problem. It's why it frustrates me, because I'm like, if I want to focus on an anime, like, if I want to focus on something, I'll hyper-focus on it. Like there was a point when I started doing Overlord videos, I did so many videos, like back to back to back to back to back. And it works out well for an algorithm. The problem is that I try to do variety because I didn't want to box myself into a corner. But now I'm kind of in that mindset where I'm wondering if I should just, like, hyper focus on a specific anime and just cover this and just find something that's got enough meat in it and just obsess over it. But that's kind of why I want to do it with NIKKE, because there's enough for me to get into that I really like. So it's just why I want to make the second channel for NIKKE. And I'm hoping the content does well. I really do hope it does well, but we'll see.
Because that's what you get for being pro-censorship, I'm just gonna say. But it is just insane, though, how there's so many people, even these feminists, that are just using this as a way to generate profit instead of actually fighting for what they potentially believe in. They're just trying to make money. And it's just like, dude, it is so... it's so scummy. Like, it's honestly one of the most scummy things I think I have seen in a while. But this situation has just gotten so bad. It is so bad. Like, the fact that this has even happened and all that, I would not even be shocked. Like, because of police being involved and how much escalation that has caused, I would not be shocked if something happens to the anime to where it might get canceled, because it's just such a risk. I mean, when you have arson attacks being called in, and then you obviously know years ago...
I think you should just find the people that did it and put them in jail.
There was a... I'm not gonna lie, this is a serious situation. There was someone that burnt down KyoAni, okay?
Yeah, that was quite a few years ago, but that was, yeah, pretty tragic.
I hate to bring up old wounds, but there was a psycho that burnt down KyoAni. And I mean, when you're getting like an arson attack and all that, like a warning and stuff for the situation, it could make you think that this might happen to them. And I could see a lot of fear there, because this is not the first time something like this has happened. So I guess we'll have to see. But this is a very crazy situation. One of the craziest things I think I've covered in a while. But you all have a fantastic day, or not, wherever you live. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. But be safe.
But yeah. Crazy stuff. I've seen it all over X. I've not really cared as much to try and go over it, because it's just, again, it's the same shit. It's like they're always trying to cancel something. It's so goddamn frustrating. But, I mean, everyone covered it already. So I was like, okay, I don't care as much. Oh, I need this. I need to bloody log into X to see the bloody tweet, and I don't know why it logged me out. It's like, thanks. So I can look at the bloody tweet that I was going to talk about. There we go. Cool. I just saw people are actually starting to notice it. I called out the X money problem years ago. Or not years ago, but quite a while ago. We got to call out Taurus. And I mean, yeah. And I mean, I called them out. There's a point where you don't want to keep going and going and going and going and going. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but there is, like, limits where you need to take a breather. It's like a long marathon kind of thing. But Richibi's video, it's a 6-7 minute long video. I kind of thought he rambled about other things too much and didn't focus on the point of the topic itself. Would have been nice if he actually explained a bit more of the context of the actual drama, even though he claimed he said it in the other videos. I just think the focus was a little bit all over the place. If you keep going too much, it becomes white. It does. And you need to be strategic. And I agree. And that's why when I cover drama topics, I try to make sure I focus on the ones that I can have the most impact and the most the best impact on a more positive sense of things, right? Criticize those that need to be criticized and do it in a way that's, yeah, sometimes I can be a bit theatrical, sometimes I can be a little bit blunt and belittling, but I want to do it in a way that I don't want to just be like chasing I don't want to be on a treadmill chasing the same stuff that like every other VTuber or content creator does, right? You look at Rev, you look at Hero Hey, you look at Chibi, it feels more like they're just chasing any like ghost they can find. I don't want to do that. I've done that before and it leads to a lot of false negatives. And so I want to focus on things that are a little bit more calculated, like Tony says, strategical, a little bit more think it through and be a little bit more clever rather than just chasing an endless treadmill. Because it does come off fake, it does come off disingenuous, and it feels more like you're focused on the algorithm rather than actually being genuine on criticizing things that matter. As far as the Dustborn thing goes, let me check. Jesus Christ, I pulled up a history of last Dustborn topic, and I'm like, okay, that's not what I wanted. That's a little bit weird. I know about the Dustborn drama. I just gotta be careful because I cannot show Dustborn stuff because it's super non-safe for work. So I gotta find the right tweet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything's just porn. Okay, found it. There we go. I'll go over that first. Oh yeah, actually, that's the other one too. So I already had it up. Okay, why did I even look it up? Corn, someone say, it was just like, as soon as I typed in like, brown dust 2, it just instantly, the first thing I see is a girl with her legs spread and beads coming out. I was just like, okay, thank God I didn't show that on the screen. Tony was summoned? Yes, he was. The series wants to shed light to the red district industry and the mental struggles of hostess, but no, let's cancel it. I mean, that's the problem with a lot of these people. They don't care about actual women. Dustborn 2, I just call it Dustborn. Brown Dust 2, now being censored in home country of Korea. In a tragic emergency broadcast, the lead creator came with a update. I was debating on a video on this. They are once again being forced to censor characters or else go EOS in Korea. What is being censored is large-breasted women. What a shock. Due to the use of suggestive fluids, suggestive interactions, and certain body parts. The government is telling them that it is either censor or go EOS in Korea. The global server is unaffected, but to be silenced and censored in your own home country for fiction is unforgivable. Brandes Korea is a treasure of a game and unapologetic in the exploration of beautiful art. What a waste of time and taxpayers' dollars that there is any... And trust me, once I finish reading this, I'm going to really cook some names. Is focused on censorship or fiction. They were violating some sort of marketing law. Okay, but this game is for adults, marketed only for adults. You know what's interesting is there is a content creator called Kanglin Lee who actively, constantly pushes for censorship, constantly demands that everything is porn, it should be censored, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? People like him get what he wants. Because this is exactly the point that I made when I originally had that debate with him where I called him out and I said exactly that. That the line always moves with these people. They always say, oh no, we just want to ban the hardcore sex and that's it, blah, blah, blah. And then it turns into everything else. Oh, women with big boobs, censored. Oh, they're showing too much skin, banned. Oh, she's just slightly too much leg showing. Oh, nah. Let's get the measuring tape out. And this is exactly the problem with these far-right activists out there. They've been wanting this, begging for this to happen. And this is exactly why I call out the left and the right. Because the far left want this, the far right want this. They all just want to censor, 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 censor. But no one wants to really call them out because, yet again, the left and the right have their little cults. They're too scared to criticize each other. They're too scared to dare walk outside the line. And that's why it is so funny when this shit happens, because they will go awfully quiet because they're anti-censorship. Oh, they don't like censorship, except when it's what they want to have happen. I need to move my head and put that back in place. The problem with democracy is the losing side is always the minority. Yeah, well. Now it's boobers, how dare you. And might I also add, a lot of these, and the reason why I bring this up is because the people that defend this always say that banning porn will fix birth rate problems. It will fix birth rate problems because, yeah, that worked in China, which, by the way, has the same consumption of porn as in the US, and they banned it. Korea, banned it. Still consume the same amount. It shows that banning porn does not fix birth rate problems. It does not fix anything whatsoever except create a black market and just censors people and becomes nothing more for another way for governments to become overzealous. It's simply an annoying system that just gives governments more and more and more power. It's like the 90s again? Yep. It's the exact same. And so that's why I call out the far right, because they're constantly about free speech and standing up for the right to express yourself, except when it goes against their Christian values or their integral values. And then suddenly that's when everything changes and, oh no, we want to censor, because that's the thing about the left and the right. They both hate censorship when it's done to them, but as soon as they're in power, they love censoring everything. Really? It was supposed to fix it? Sure, okay, but yeah. And that's the irony in it, right? They think banning porn is going to suddenly make everyone want to have kids more. No, the reason why people don't want to have kids is because governments are restricting people more and more and more. The reason why birth rates are low is because the government has designed it that way. But yet they keep doing things that they claim are going to fix the problem, but it doesn't fix it. Yeah, because it was never the intent to fix it. It was the intent to make it look like they're fixing it while they grasp for more power. Remember violent videos? Yeah. And when they finally censored everything in the fan service sexy area, they'll go for the violent video games. Oh, that's not very Christian, playing Grand Theft Auto. Oh, that's not very Christian, playing Warhammer 40k. Ironic, because one of the people that constantly pushes Christian values literally has a Warhammer avatar, which would be banned. Harry Potter was banned in one of my private schools I went to, because it's witchcraft. Which is ironic, because guess what? Lord of the Rings has technically what would be classified as witchcraft in it, because there's magic. But that's allowed because it's written by a Christian. Because the irony in it all is the very same people that cry about fiction and reality also can't tell the difference between fiction and fucking reality. And that's why I get frustrated at this, because there are certain people that actively push for this shit. And as soon as they get what they want, they now don't care about calling out censorship, because this is exactly what they want. And this won't stop. People have also suggested that they might go after NIKKE next. NIKKE is not as extreme, but they will probably slowly move that goalpost to try and go after NIKKE. And it will be absolutely irritating when they do. The left want to censor because they want to be the sole supplier, and the right want to censor because of their morale. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. But remember violent video games, by the way, with the case study we had. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. The censorship of violent video games and sexy characters changes absolutely nothing. It changes absolutely nothing. Spirit to escape the cultural war matrix. The reality is that I saw, and I see hypocrisies, and I hate hypocrisies. Right? And the left and the right can be just as hypocritical as each other. But every time I call out one side, there's always someone out there that's always like, oh, but the left is worse than the right. And? So I shouldn't be able to criticize the right because the right isn't as bad as the left? The problem is the right has become worse and worse and worse as they've gained more control. Notice as soon as Trump got into power, so many right-leaning content creators suddenly went full psychotic and started pushing Christian values in everyone's faces and started pushing censorship. Because again, as soon as they get a grasp of power, absolute power corrupts absolutely. This is why people like Leaflet don't like me, because I criticize Kanglan Lee, who yet again, I was proven right. The only reason why he ran away on that topic because he got scared because he was losing followers. So I call out both. Sometimes I call out the left more. Sometimes I call out the right more. All depends on the day. But this is something that just kind of resonates at the idea that I know for a fact, and because it's in Korea, Kanglan Lee came from Korea. He pushes his values from his country onto America. Same people that constantly harp on about, you know, being against censorship, then push this. Anime was constantly getting dogged. It does. It always gets dogged. Anime is always the go-to when it comes to them pushing censorship. Always pushing it. And that's the frustrating part. What else is there? But yeah, I get frustrated at it because it's the same song and dance. We goes down the same endless loop as far as censorship. What's this game? Asking for a friend. Oh, the game that's been censored? Brown Dust 2. I cannot show it on stream because it is that fan servicey, right? YouTube will absolutely crack down on me. But it's very fan servicey. Because they do have a global release, but they've got the Korean one. But the fact is that they're saying that they've been censored means that every single new design that they're going to make is probably going to be more heavily censored, which means the game is probably going to lose its appeal. And as it loses its appeal, because that's what made the game unique of its art style and how far it went, people are just going to move on to the next thing, and then they'll censor the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. It's just Korea is so over the top when it comes to porn consumption. Like, they generally, like, will go after people on a witch hunt that consume porn. It's so stupid. Oh, the emotes? Yeah, I've got the Data Live emotes. I will probably switch them out for the DXD ones when I get them done, which will probably take weeks or months, depending on how long my artist takes. I didn't give her a restricted time frame. I just said take as long as you want, so... You could be next looking at NIKKE. Yeah, and that's my concern, is that NIKKE could be next, because they're based in Korea. And they never stop, right? They're never going to stop. They will go for the next game and the next sexy character, and it just never ends. It really doesn't. I was actually surprised, actually. I'm kind of curious now. Did Chibi actually cover this? I think he only covered the banning of stuff. Yeah, he hasn't covered it. He's just covered the same drama that happened with that anime and then the website stuff. That's all he's covered. So he hasn't actually covered the actual other thing. I don't know I'll check. There's some people have covered it. There's like one guy here that's covered it. His was a day ago. Massive brand censorship, new skin direction, and players consent. And that's the thing, they're going to self-censor themselves. And that's exactly what they do. They self-censor themselves and create one version because they don't want to create two versions. Because they're not going to make one version for the global release and then for the Korean release. They'll just make one version, censor it, and then release it wide scale. So, oh, that's 30 minutes long. I don't want to go for a 30-minute long video. Censorship is telling adults they can't have a steak because babies can't chew. Yes, that's exactly it.
지급이 되고요.
Okay, so from the sounds of it, they're giving rewards out and refunding people for purchasing stuff in the game that they're now having to change because of it. Just from the looks of that, which at least they're compensating people. But that just shows that again that they have to do this because yeah, it's false advertisement. If you're changing something in the game, if you're changing something within the game after they've purchased it, then it's a change of product. Like if you buy a character, it's like, for example, if I was to, you know, get Maxwell, right? Her outfit here, it's very sexy, right? If they were to suddenly change her entire outfit and censor her all up, you could technically demand a refund because they've changed the original product from what you originally purchased. So that's why it's like one of those where they'll have to refund people by choice or they'll ask for a compensation. So, and that's why I'm concerned because like you look at the new Maxwell outfit that's coming, right? That's pretty sexy. Let's be honest here. That's a damn fun specimen it is. Can't remember if I actually let's pull it up. Mouth-wateringly good. There she is. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that fine specimen of an outfit. That is succulent as she's sitting on that scanner, scanning her fine tush-tush. And they don't seem to understand. They don't seem to understand that regulating things like fiction art will just make it the norm and more Yeah, and that's why I always call it out. That's why I called out people that were pushing for banning porn. Because they start off as just, oh, well, we'll go after this one thing because that's really bad. And then they move to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. It never stops at one thing. The line always moves. And that's why they say it's either all or nothing, right? Just reading chat. Morning, Matt. Thank you for dropping by. But yeah, that's the I mean, look at the emphasis. Like they emphasize on all these outfits, and I mean, imagine the government cracking down on this, going, "No, this is too sexy," because they will. At some point, they will. Governments just love overstepping things. They never, ever, ever, ever stop. I have a feeling if they censored Maxwell, you would destroy the NIKKE head. I will buy the NIKKE headquarters, move it to Australia, use the money to conquer Australia, and I will make Australia great again. We will I will build the NIKKE army and use it to defend Australia against the mongrels that are the censor-happy people. That is my goal. They cannot take away my Maxwell outfit. I want this outfit, which releases like in a couple of days. So I need her. I think she releases like in a day for me. So I want that outfit. Because it's a good outfit. They never stop being offended? Nope. They never stop. They never... And I mean, you just look at, like, the recent dramas with some of the animes, right? Oh, that character's disabled. Oh, that character looks too young. Oh, that character looks too sexy. It's just, it never, ever stops. The fight lies within central planning, regulation, only change costs, not all human desires, which will cause people to do more crazy to get what they want, which leads to more regulation. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because the more they restrict people, the more crazy people will go to try and consume this content, which then makes the government think that they need to put more regulation in to try and restrict those people to stop them from doing these stupid things. Or what they see as stupid things. Like, because they go too far, right? And that's the problem. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The Maxwell figure, the Maxwell outfit will definitely be getting a figure. Oh, yeah. Dude, they do so many figures of different outfits. I was shocked by it. How many figures get released of NIKKE of the actual costumes. Not just like they do the costumes before they actually do like the full outfits. Like Anise has like two figures that are like costume based, and they've not even done like her proper body one. Now they're doing like her proper body one, the new model, right? The new unit. And it's just like, dude, they go full out with NIKKE. But that's why, with the crown figure that I got, I wanted to get the card for it, which was this one. Which, 7 packs later, I finally bloody got it. Right? I don't know if it's... Right? That was like 7 boxes later. And that's literally the figure. That's what I mean. When they do the card art, they do it based on the figure design, and the figure they're all based on the actual outfits within the game. That's what's great about it. I think it's awesome that they do the art in the cards the same as the figures, and the figures are the same as the outfits. So you can just kind of like have it all synced up. It's like a nice little collector's thing, because they do a lot of outfits for the game. They are not scared to go all out on those outfits. Libertarians wrote books about regulation before the internet existed, and people don't care, yet both the right and the left hate us now. Yes, and that is something that I have learned over the years, or I'd say years actually, over the years, is that the left and the right do not like the center, right? They don't ever want to acknowledge there's a center, because to them, a third faction that goes against both of their values, that has a more moderate, level-headed, logical, facts-based driven mindset that's less government, drives them crazy. It's that horseshoe theory, right? The far left and the far right are two extremes that basically want the same thing, but the center is at that other end, and that's the side that they're scared of. So the far left and the far right want to force people in the center to pick a side. I refuse to pick a side. And I think that's why we're seeing a change within the content creator space. I know we're kind of on the topic of drama, but I'm kind of getting a bit passionate about the bigger underlying issue. Is I think the reason why there is a shift within the content creator space is because there are some people like myself and a couple of others out there that are more center. We're in the center. We don't agree with this blind mindset of the left and the right. But people pick a side of the left and the right because it fits a cultural group think, right? Oh, if I think like the right, well, I need to think like everything Asmongold says. Oh, I'm on the left, I better say everything Hassan says. And then you've got people like me that come in and go, no, fuck both sides. They're both wrong. They're both wrong, and this is the best solution. And then they both freak out and they go, no, we have to gang up on them. So generally the center feel isolated because there's two sides attacking one. But when people start to go, you know what, I won't be bullied, that's when they get really scared. And that's when you start seeing channels like mine start to gain a loyal audience that actually listens and goes, oh, he's speaking my language. And I think this is the thing people need to understand. There is a lot more people in the center than you realize. Most people, at least based on the statistics and this data I've seen, more people are in the center than on the left or the right. It's just they make it sound like you have to pick the left or the right because, again, they're scared that people will say, you know what, I just don't agree with both. I'm going to find someone that's more level-headed. And as soon as the left and the right lose that power, they're going to freak out. And they have. They've been freaking out. That's why they alienate people. They boot them out of their cliquey groups and go, "Ooh, we don't want to associate with you. Ooh, I don't like you. Ooh, we're not going to have you on our podcast. We're not going to, like your tweets and follow you and all the rest." It's like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. That proves that I'm bugging you. That proves that I know you're scared of me. And I know there are some content creators that are scared of me because I've heard from inside sources that there are chat groups that talk about me regularly on the right and in the left, but definitely on the right. I've heard from inside sources that actively hate me because they are petrified. They are generally actually petrified that I will not bend the knee to them and that they're trying to bully me to be quiet, but it won't work. And the washed out guy is starting to gain momentum. And that's why they're starting to freak out. Because there are some content creators. And you know what? I'm gonna criticize one person here. I think Chibi Reviews is trying to appease to a group that is gonna end up biting him on the arse. And I'm predicting this right now. I'm giving you a prediction. That I do believe that Chibi is trying to appease to a certain group out there that are on the far right that are going to end up biting him on the ass. Don't have to agree with me, but not jot it down in your notebook. I said it on the 31st of 07 of 2026. That's 1:08 a.m. I said that in Australia, South Australian time. Jot that down, because in the future, I do think it will bite him on the arse. If Chibi appeases right, he's completely toast. He already is starting to get into trouble. And I know that because I saw the signs. Oh, the Christians? Yes. I've already seen the signs. I've already seen the patterns. My pattern recognition is starting to click in, and I'm starting to see it. Chibi is appeasing to a group of people that are actively going to make him look really bad to his own audience. And I've already seen one instance where he did it and his own audience got really irritated at him. And his audience can be very loyal and very diehard. And even they started going, "Yep, nope, you've gone too far." And he had to pull back. He had to pull back. Why would Chibi appease to people who will hate you anyway? Because some people want to please people because people want validation. Some people on the internet need and desire validation. Again, I'm not trying to hate on Chibi. I'm being honest here. Probably the most honest that he's probably ever heard from any other human being on the planet. Because I can guarantee you, there's probably a lot of people that just tell him what he wants to hear. That's why he kept his Discord server up for so long when I kept telling him to get rid of it. Because it was actively taken over by his haters. But he wouldn't listen to me. He listened to other people. And it bit him on the ass. Because I saw the signs. I warned him. He didn't listen. It bit him on the ass. I can tell you right now, in the future, he will change his stance to appease to a group. It's almost like Rev said Desu, right? Notice how Rev said Desu very heavily pivoted to the far right. And he suddenly started turning against anime and lolly-based content, even though Rev has actively defended lollies and lolicon, right? Because Rev knew what the word lolicon meant. He knew that lolicon meant a interest in lolly-based content, not non-safe for work stuff. Like, lolicon does not mean porn of lolly content. It doesn't mean that by default. Lolicon just means you're into lolly-based drawings. It doesn't mean that you just defaultly like non-safe for work, right? But Rev and his wife attacked the lolicon community. Why? And yeah, Rev is he's a perfect example. Why did Rev do it? Because he became a hardcore right-leaning Christian and his wife kept pushing him into unnecessary drama. And then when finally a bunch of us exposed him for being a hypocrite and a compulsive liar, by the way, Rev lied multiple times in his streams. Once he realized the money started drying up and people started unsubbing for him and he started losing a bit of momentum, he then quickly pivoted back to being pro-lolly again. he suddenly started covering the anime stuff again. Because he realized that he was burning bridges very, very fast. That's the point that I'm making. Rev did it, but Rev quickly pivoted. But I think he showed he took the mask off. And people saw it, and they didn't like what they saw. Now, is Rev being genuine now going back? I don't think so. I think Rev learned that he can't upset the audience that he built over the years. And so now he's having to appease to that. And I know, by the way, a lot of my viewers are Rev Said Desu fans because I've seen the analytics. I know most of my viewers are Rev Said Desu fans. So I know I'm going to piss some of you off. But that is the reality. And you know I'm right. Because that's why his wife had to block me. And why he had to unfollow me and force unfollow me. Because he knows I'm right. He can't come after me in a video like he normally does. Because he knew I had the facts and the evidence to back it up. And I have all the tweets of him posting non-safe for work lolly-based content. His girlfriend doing ASMR content and also posting non-safe for work lolly-based content. Them both actively participating in discussions and debates about the word lolicon and telling people that the word lolicon did not mean that you by default liked non-safe for work content. I've got the screenshots. I've still got them saved. Just in case Rev wants to try this shit again. That's why he went back and he scurried back to the way he was. Because Rev realized he got busted. And rather than admitting to his mistake, he just quietly changed and hoped no one noticed. But I noticed. Because I pay attention to patterns. And I saw the patterns. I have no hatred towards Rev. But I will hold you accountable no matter who you are. No matter who you are, I will hold you accountable. As you'll hold me accountable, if I ever stepped out of line, I will do the same for you. It's the same with Chibi. It's the same with Rev. Same with Tectone. The same with Asmongold. I will hold you accountable no matter the size. I'm not scared of punching up. I'm not scared of punching down. Because if you're on the internet, it's fair game. But Rev pivoted. And he still has somewhat still pivoted. But he's kind of tried to lean back into it again to try and save face. I'm a Under the Tea fan, but I saw you for the first time. Was Legal Mindset. Yeah, actually, that was probably one of my bigger collabs when I first was kind of getting into the collab sector was Legal Mindset. He had me on there twice. And then I do a bunch of stuff with Under the Tea every now and again. Sometimes I pop on Okko's stream and all that. And I love Okko and Miku. They're great people. They're fun to talk to. I enjoy chatting with them. So I like Rev, but I am not. I think you meant now. I used to be a fan of Rev then, and I saw the hypocrisy and him not having the principle of free expression of fiction as much. Yes, because that's exactly what I'm trying to point out. I'm trying to explain the pattern that I've noticed. Right-leaning content creators that Chibi is associated with, that he's friends with, that he wants to keep in good terms and keep in good favors, actively do not believe in what he stands for. And I've noticed that Chibi has slowly started to pivot his views, just ever so slightly. And I noticed it during one specific drama. I'm not going to say when. There was one specific drama I noticed he pivoted his view very hard and then quickly pulled it back when he realized that he stepped out of line when his audience called him out. Is there going to be a debate with... No, there's not going to be a debate because I'm not going to participate in a debate with a compulsive liar. I hope that answers your question. I've answered that twice. I'm not going to go down that pathway again. When? Oh, it's hard to remember when. Because I've lost track of time. Which drama? Okay. It was the UK art drama where that person got arrested or apparently got their account taken away from them over the art drawings of the lolly characters. And originally Chibi was defending it, saying that, again, it's just art. It's, you know, freedom of speech. It's just art. It's fiction, not reality. And then when the green Reddit post came out, he quickly pivoted his opinion because some people that he was connected with forced him to pivot his opinion. And he quickly changed it and believed everything the green Reddit post said. And that's when Miku, from Under the Tea, came out and debunked it all, because the Reddit post was the green Reddit post, which is from 4chan, was completely full of rubbish. It was just twisting information and doing well, this person follows this person that posted this, so that means this person, and it was like really weak stuff. And then Chibi had to quickly pivot his opinion back to being against censorship because of it. Now, I have seen, I've had Miku and all that. He's looked at the art itself, and he has said that, yeah, it's pretty disturbing, like, kind of stuff, but it is still just art in itself. But it's kind of like, really like he showed like what the style was based on like a frame of the head, just to give an idea, and he censored the bottom parts, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty creepy and realistic. I didn't know. I appreciate it. Yeah. You should clear your name because is spreading lies about you. Here's the problem, Rimuru. If I make a video, he twists my words. He twists my words again and again and again. What am I to debunk? If people believe the shit that he said after that, then they're stupid. I've never once defended Rudy's behavior. I've simply explained why he is the way he is. I mean, I could do an analysis video on the second channel going over Rudy's behavior and explaining that, again, I don't defend it, but simply explaining and analyzing it. But I don't think it's really going to achieve anything. I don't see the point in debating a group of audience that actively has no interest in actually engaging with me. They're going to believe what he says regardless of what I say. And I mean, if he's going to claim that I'm the PDF, well then sure, knock yourself out. I'll sue your ass. Because that's defamation. That's defamation. But that's why he does the implying, not the direct calling out. He'd call me that if he could get away with it and not get sued. Because that's what he loves to do, is just bullshit. But instead he implies it. You're giving him more attention, which gives... Yeah, and that's why I don't intend to make a video, because it's what he wants. He just wants drama and clout. I understand a lot of you want me to defend myself and all the rest, but he's just getting more pissed because I won't engage in it. Because all he's going to do, I make a video, I criticize him, I defend myself, he'll then take that video, he'll clip it out of context, and he'll continue the cycle. And it will just be me chasing him lying about me. Because the first thing he did was go, I didn't lie about him, even though I outlined in that tweet that he took me out of context and deliberately clipped it. And instantly his defense was, oh, I'm not lying. And then his audience believes it. Because it doesn't matter, it's... People believe what they want to be true, not what to be true. And if someone hates Mushoku Tensei and thinks you're a predator and a PDF because of it, they're not going to care what I have to say. They're just going to attack me regardless. Because, again, it's their fiction, their headcanon of who I am. They've already made their mind up that I'm a evil, diabolical person that's chasing children. And if they think I'm really that, then they should go report me to the cops. They know what state I live in. They can bring up this South Australian Police Department. Knock themselves out. They're just going to get really bored at looking at the Maxwell Rule 34 shit that I look at. That's all they'll do. Because it's not like I use a VPN. They can track it. They know what I look at. You think the government doesn't know what porn I look up? I'll say what porn I look up. It's Maxwell porn I've been looking up. And then there's some rapping and East stuff as well. You know, I got to get some variation in there. They don't watch it. Exactly. They don't watch my content. They have no interest in watching my content. They don't know who I am. They just go, snippet, oh, that's who he is, we'll believe it. The video that he clipped out of context is still up. Anyone can watch it. Anyone can see what I had to say. But none of them are going to watch it. Because they've already made up their mind who I am. There's no point arguing stupid people that have already made up their mind. They're just going to waste my time. I mean, I'm taking Karma Cat's advice here, and I'm not engaging with the drama that drags me down. But what I might do is I will probably do a video on Mushoku Tensei and just talk about Rudy. I did want to make a video on Mushoku Tensei soon anyway, because I want to do a I do want to make a Ghost in the Shell video, because I loved those 3 episodes, so I want to do a video on that. And I do want to do one video on Mushoku Tensei. So I've got those 2 videos that I'm probably going to work on soon-ish. And then probably once I've done those, then I'll start working on the NIKKE stuff that I want to do for the 3rd channel. But as far as drama stuff goes on this channel, I'm just going to cover stuff that I think is important, that I think matters. Because sure, I can cover every little bit of drama, but everyone else covers the drama as well, so it's no point. Everyone watches all the other channels as well, so I only want to cover things that I think that I can contribute in a meaningful way. Otherwise, I can talk about some stuff on stream. Depending on how big the community is, Spiritu, Yuki may look unhinged enough with his attack. It will turn his own audience off quietly. I mean, that's why I plan to make a video not about him, but about Mushoku Tensei. And just very clearly outline how I feel about Rudy's behavior. He gets away with so many things. Yeah, he does. Because his audience will believe anything he says. They don't care. Like, at the end of the day, here's the thing, Rimuru. I'm not taking a jab at you, but I'm just trying to explain a mindset here. If I make a video debunking it, who's going to watch it? You? My chat? My viewers? My subscribers? Are my haters, sorry, going to watch it? No. The real evil ones will watch it to take me out of context, but they're doing that with malicious intent. So, my haters have no intent on looking at what I've really said. There might be some people on the fence, but those people can go watch the original video. So, I think you should consider the timer idea I put above as well to point out the bad faith. I mean, maybe for future videos. I mean, that original video was me reading an entire article and going over parts of it. I wonder how many light novels you've read. A fair few. I mean, I don't know. I mean, are we talking individual volumes or different series? Because I've read over like 20 to 30 different series, right? Probably over 30 to 40 different series, but I've read a lot of big, long-running series, right? Like, you know, Shield Hero, Mushoku Tensei, High School DxD, Eminence in the Shadows, Slime, Alia sometimes it feels like a bunch of different series. Dan, we're supposed to watch it. Yeah, Racer. I know you love seeing my handsome face. I don't care about Mushoku Tensei, and that's fine. You don't have to like Mushoku Tensei. No one here has to like the anime. No one has to like it. It's not for everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's a story that's... It can be very gritty in its storytelling, right? It goes into a lot of the defects of characters, right? A lot of the bad aspects of what makes a human, right? Because everyone makes mistakes. Everyone does really stupid shit. Raises a simp. Oh, God. Wish she was. Well, she probably is. Maybe. Who knows? My headcanon is Raises my simp. Mushoku Tensei is just one of those where it's a story that has a lot of character defects, a lot of characters that stumble throughout life. And that's life itself, right? People make a lot of faults. People do a lot of stupid things. Like, it's funny when people are like, we must cancel Mushoku Tensei because Paul cheated on his wife. You know how common it is for husbands and wives to cheat on their partners? A lot more common than you realize. But should we not have it in a story because it's uncomfortable? No, it should be in a story. Right? It sadly does happen. Cheating does happen. affairs do happen. Thank you, Racer. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so when you look at a character like Rudy, Rudy's not a perfect character. Eris is not a perfect character. Paul's not a perfect character. Right? And you can go on and on and on and on and on with all these different characters. They all have their own faults. They all have their defects, their kinks in their armor. Do I defend those behaviors? No. But explaining them and understanding why they are the way they are and what the objective of those behaviors are is what I find interesting about Mushoku Tensei. And it's the same with Damachi, right? Damachi is a great example because I've done a lot of videos on Freya, and I've talked about why Freya is the way she is, and I've made many videos talking about Freya and how she's very lonely and very desperate and very almost immature and irrational and possessive and parasocial. And I've never once defended Freya's behavior of what she's done to Belle, but I explain why Freya acts in the way that she acts. And when I did those videos, I had people in my comment section absolutely losing their shit at me, raging at me, going, "You're defending Freya. You're defending what she did to Belle. What she did to Belle was wrong." And it's like, yeah, it was. What is the point you're making? They're like, "But you're defending it." It's like, no, I'm explaining why she does it. And they're like, "But that's defending." I'm like, no, explaining is not defending. And that's the problem with these people. They're illiterate. They're stupid. They're low IQ. They're chimps. It's an insult to chimps. Chimps are at least adorable and somewhat more intelligent. These are below that. They're low IQ bottom dwellers. And that's exactly who people want me to debate. People that can't tell the difference between fiction and reality and explaining and defending. And so that's the issue. What's the point of debating someone that cannot tell the difference between fiction and reality and explaining and defending? There is none. It's like people trying to debate like psychotic leftist feminists, right? All they're going to do is screech their lungs out and start throwing buzzwords at you. I don't see how Mushoku Tensei is any worse than ReZero. It's ironic because Subaru literally is called the Lollymancer in the light novels. He's literally called the Lollymancer. There's like a running joke that he picks up all the lolly characters. But the same people that attack Mushoku Tensei and are big ReZero fans will never bring that up. They'll never bring it up because it's cherry-picked. I love ReZero. But my god, do people love cherry-picking ReZero in that community. It is the most hilarious thing about ReZero. And all it does is, honestly, the ReZero community and those people that are running that community have put such a bad image for the community. I would never interact with that. It's one of the reasons why I just don't really talk about the anime. Because I just don't really care to interact with that community. Which is sad because it's a good anime. It's a good light novel and a good web novel. Oh yeah, doesn't Subaru promise to marry... I mean, he's kind of joking about it, but I mean, Rudy could make a joke and people would take it serious. And so when Subaru makes those kinds of, passing remarks as a joke, people won't take it serious because, well, it's him. Petra, I think so. I can't remember all their names. ReZero is great. It is. It's a great series. A lot of these people are used to watching animes with characters either no flaws and are perfect beings, so when they actually watch an anime with characters with flaws, it breaks their brain. Yes. And you actually give me an idea for a video title, actually. It's a really clickbaity title. I might write it down. Why Mushoku Tensei is bad. And then just be like, it's because it's too complex. Just use it as a backhand insult. 1, 2, is... Simple but effective. No, he doesn't agree to marry it. Tony is our local Subaru. We make our own ReZero. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, if you look at the text of if it's Twitter debate mode, then it's all of a sudden Subaru's a PDF. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, is Subaru a PDF? No, he's not. But it's just like, that's why it's so stupid. Have you played Splatoon Raiders? No. But like I said, that's what I think one of the biggest issues is that Spirited can be Julius. Sure, I'll be Julius. I just think when you, and I do agree with what someone else said about like a lot of the animes, like Shonen animes, a lot of those main protagonists don't have any flaws. I mean, you look at Fairy Tail, right? A lot of the characters in Fairy Tail don't have many flaws. And a lot of the characters that end up being villains end up becoming friends of the heroes. So everyone ends up getting a happy little ever after, right? Everyone has their tragic little backstory and everyone ends up needing in. I think that's the problem, is a lot of these people are too used to these like Disney-fied, boring slop that have no impact, no emotional weight, no character depth or detail or imperfections. They're so used to this whole idea of everyone's perfect, everyone can't have a flaw, it's all hero, and that's fine, right? Stories like that are fine within certain contexts. But I feel like a lot of people just don't want to also acknowledge that there are some characters that have a lot of deep, complex characters because it makes them uncomfortable. Thinking deeply about something and looking at something too complex breaks their mind. And those are the content creators, by the way, that are getting all the views, that are getting big, are the ones that have so low of an IQ, that are so incapable of critical thinking. That's the concern. Like, they're building that audience. So Julius from ReZero. Julius is a good character. I like him. Tony is Subaru. Yep, it is confirmed. Tony is Subaru. He is the Lollymancer. That is also going to do ASMR content because he got paid $100. And lucky for me, I have not given my PayPal to I forgot his name now. My brain farted. What's his name? So that he can pay for me to do ASMR. Because my god, if he picked the ASMR, it'll be some like wild Arkano fanfic. It'll be absolutely wild and degenerate. It'll be peak, but it'd be yeah. Tony is literally Subaru. Tony has to be Subaru because he would go gay for Felix. That is true. That is true. Tony is gay. That was confirmed. Cindy told me. Cindy's mum told me. They all told me. Tony's gay. He loves a gay old time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I accept him for who he is. Tony is on a nuclear acid. Normies by definition are the majority of kids. Doom slamming after dark. Door slamming after dark. Sorry, I thought this was like doom slamming. It's actually kind of funny because I think a lot of people worry that that door's going to come off the hinges. The door stopper's not there anymore, but I use the shoe to cover the door stop. But I've got to finish painting it, and then I can put the new door stop there, which will be a white one instead of a chocolate brown one. Spiritual isn't gay, so he will be Julius. Yeah, I'm not gay. I'm madly in love with Maxwell. Okay, she is my one true love, Maxwell. Maxwell is my love. I love Maxwell. I want a figure of that. I actually want the other figure as well with the new outfit. I kind of want both. I want that one and the outfit because that one's really good too. Add a NIKKE poster every time you got slandered. I mean, I don't have... Oh, I do have... Oh, okay. I do have NIKKE art, but I cannot show it. Because it is non-safe for work. It is literally, like, hentai. You know, when you keep saying I'm gay, it just seems like you guys are projecting them more and more. It's okay, Tony. We accept you for who you are. We're a very inclusive channel here. We accept all kinds of people. We will never judge you for your ways. We will always accept you for who you are. Because that's what we are. We're an inclusive channel here. I don't? Okay, well, not everyone's inclusive here. But we're inclusive enough to be inclusive for them. I was just seeing if there was any new NIKKE figures, but the only new NIKKE figure that's coming out, that just got announced today, is this one. Which, boy oh boy. I mean, that's the canon outfit for the character. But it's like, imagine that getting bloody censored. They'll censor that. Have you played Mecha? I have not, but I've got a bunch of content creators that play it, so... I see so many people on streams play it, but I kind of want to play Power World. I might play it next stream. Might play it on the weekend. I'll see what happens. And see, that's where actually kind of what I want to do is instead of just sitting here chatting normally, I'd probably like go play Power World and stuff and then be like, oh, and that's probably what I will do next stream. So, I will do probably a Power World stream and we'll just chat and chill and have some fun and kick the shit. And yeah, you can ask questions, chat and all the rest, but... But yeah, it's all good. I mean, I didn't go over that reaction to that other video that I was going to do, which was this one, the anime gatekeeping one, just because it was a 35-minute one. And after I'd done everything else, I knew that this would turn into probably like a 2-3 hour stream. I could save this for when Tony comes back from his trip, and we could do that the first week we come back on here as the podcast. If we don't have anything else. I still haven't played Power World, been meaning to. Same, I've installed it. I bought it, I installed it, it's ready to boot up. I just haven't played it yet. I might see if there's a way to set up a world or a server or something, and then we can play on it. I think Tony has it as well, so we could all play on it. So, yeah, I know, Tony. It's the piercings, the nose, the lips, yeah. But it would be a good one to rant about because it's got gatekeeping in there. So I was like, okay, we could go on a full one. That is horrifying. Yeah, it is. It is. What is wrong with that girl? Yeah. She's an interesting one. But she does a lot of videos where she's just attacking people. Well, I mean, she made one on Joey. I reacted to that one. I actually do agree, by the way, street interviews are annoying because a lot of them are just gotcha moments, but all sides do that. but I don't care to actually see what she has to say. E-girls or goth? Oh, God. I hate the e-girl thing right now. The e-girl goth thing where, like, it's all these, like, fake goth girls LARPing. But that's just my hot take. Trying to find the video that I did react to. It was the Joey one. The anime gatekeeping. Yeah, that's the one that I want to react to. But there was one where she was going after Joey. And I can't remember where it was. Did she delete it or something? That isn't a goth. No, she's not a goth girl. She's not. She's a LARPer. She's 100% a tourist and a LARPer. I was just trying to find the video where she went after Joey, but I think she deleted it. Maybe she got too much call out and she, like, hit it. Wouldn't surprise me, but I was going to save that for a different... I was going to do it maybe tonight, but because of how everything ended up dragging out, because I wanted to do the Maxwell summoning, I decided not to do it. And because we went over the chibi thing too, and we ranted for so long. So we're almost hitting like the 3-hour mark, so I'll probably pack things up soon and go get food and get a drink and kick the cat and take a pee, because I feel like going for a pee. She looks like Roma. Yeah, but still would affect... I mean, I've seen the whole trend of, like, all the fake, like, goth girl things. And some of them are funny. Some of them are just annoying. Some of them are too performative. I just try to avoid a lot of them, but they're all over Facebook. They picture... Thank you, Razor. Oh, my God. Thank you. I'm not the only one. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. I'm just like, Tony seems to love them. And I'm like, they frustrate me because it's so performative. It's like, some of them are alright, yeah, some of them are alright. But most of them, I'm just like, 80% I'm like, it's like so performative. That like, I suddenly got into God. It's like, go away. Be gone. Satan. It's like, if she breathes, she's a fart. Spirited, make sure to sacrifice Tony to the great sun god. I will, just for you. Also, Spirited, did you look at Tony the video? Totally. An actual goth is annoying as hell to me. Yeah, I find a lot of them annoying. So, hey man, I get it, still would. I mean, if they're hot enough, maybe? But I like cute girls over hot girls.
Maximum output.
Alright, Maxwell, I love you, but you keep talking. Goth LARPers now, damn. Yeah, there's a lot of goth LARPers. And hey, Zara. Razor, you're one of the good goth girls. I don't even know if I would classify Razor as a goth girl. But I guess maybe. Razor kind of reminds me of like one of those like heavy metal girls. That's what she reminds me of. But I guess, yeah, it does come under goth. But, yeah, I mean, as far as, like, the goth looks goes, I'm not big into goth itself as a look. I'm more like, I don't know. For me, a lot of the goth girls are, like hot, but I'm more into cute. She'd be both. Oh, yeah, I think that's fair. Comes under both, which is probably why I don't really see her as like a pure goth. I see her as like a metal goth kind of hibernation, which is a nice, unique look. I am, you just haven't seen me go full out. I toe the line between metal and goth rivet though. Okay, then that's probably why. My type is friendly nerdy girl. Yes, that is my type. Friendly nerdy girl that will not stalk me and try to kill me in my sleep. So, yeah. I'm gonna stop things here because I need to go for a pee and we don't have anything else to talk about, and I need to clean the mess that I made down there and grab food and put the cat in the oven because she's going to annoy the shit out of me, even though the oven doesn't work. I've got the bloody air fryer. As long as she doesn't try to sacrifice people, then it's good. Exactly. I'll take that compliment. It's a compliment, Razor. Yeah, it's a compliment. Good luck with that. I don't know what's the good luck with. I said too many things in a sentence, so. But yeah, I much appreciate everyone dropping by. Next stream, I want to try and do the Power World stuff. We'll see what happens. Because like I said, I don't want to focus just on drama stuff. I want to do some fun stuff. So I might do some Power World stuff. And we'll just chat and talk about stuff. Spirited made a mess once. Yeah, I had all the NIKKE cards. I opened them all and I threw the rubbish down on the ground. So I'll clean that up afterwards. So, because I didn't have the bag in here. And now I got to pack all this bloody pillow because I brought it out. So... she only actually has one video on anime from the past. Otherwise, she's hugely annoying Taurus with uninformed opinions and she even criticized Monta Sensei. Wait, really? She criticized Monta Sensei? Now you're gonna have to... I really want to see that. Oh, the NIKKE kits. Yeah, I got new NIKKE cards. I got new boxes. I got the mermaid ones today. I got the 3 boxes of those, so I unboxed one. So we got a bunch of cool stuff. I've got 2 more boxes. And the guy gave me some extra stuff as well. He gave me... I don't know why, because I didn't pay for them. I didn't pay for these. But he gave me 2 of these for free. Which are a completely different box set that I don't have. Which is called SBO1. So he gave me those. Don't know why, but I'll take it. I don't know if I'll open them yet. Because I kind of want to... I do kind of want to get more of those because there's some good cards in those. But we'll see what happens. As long as it's not a gaming mess. Not that kind of gaming mess. I did that before. So again, I will see yous all in the...